Hello and welcome to the Silver Edition. I'm Caitlin Geib, and our guest today is Monona Grove School District Orchestra instructor Janet Heinemann. Janet, welcome to our program.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you here. Now, for our audience, can you share a bit about yourself and how long you've been working at Monona Grove?
Yeah, so my name is Janet Heinemann, and I've been working as a teacher for about 20 years. And 11 of those years have been here in Monona Grove, and 9 of them at this particular high school.
Wow. Did you have any childhood music education, and what did that consist of?
So luckily, my public school where I grew up offered strings class starting in 3rd grade. We start in 4th grade here. And that was like my real gateway into my love of music, I think, through playing violin at school. Access to private lessons or extracurricular stuff was not really a possibility for my family for financial reasons. So from there, I continued to play, and then I started doing high school musicals in 9th grade. And after that, I got a job working for an opera company when I was 17 years old. And all of those things all together kind of wanted me to pursue music as an adult career.
Wow, that's really inspiring. Now, why did you decide to be a music teacher?
So I actually went to college with the intention of being a professional vocalist, a professional singer. I went to get my bachelor's in music and vocal performance. That was my major for 2 years, and I was happy with it. But during that time, I think it was my sophomore year of college, I got a job working at an after-school program at the local elementary school. And I thought, like, I'm not so bad at this. Maybe I should make this part of my future. So I ended up double majoring in music education and vocal performance.
Wow. Now, what education did you have to become a music teacher?
So again, I got my bachelor's and I went to UMass Amherst. I'm from Massachusetts originally, so that was like the state, kind of like the UW equivalent to where I grew up. And being a music major provided me so many music opportunities. So I took advantage of as many as I could, trying to best prepare myself for being a music teacher. I did vocal ensembles, I did instrumental ensembles, I played in the orchestra, I sang in the operas, I tried to do it all. Took a credit overload every semester of college. I also taught private lessons, and then again, I worked at that after-school program with young kids. So right after college, I moved to Wisconsin, and I've been teaching here ever since, 20 years. But about 12-ish years into my teaching, so about 8 years ago, I started a master's degree program. And that's where I feel like I've learned the most that I'm using every day in my classroom now, just technique and strategy. I'm also still educating myself on being a better teacher. I go to tons of workshops. I sort of research a lot because a lot of my graduate work was research, like music education research. So I'm still researching. I actually record a podcast that kind of disseminates more information about music education. And my colleagues are still teaching me every day, and my students are still teaching me great things every day. So yes, still learning, always learning.
Now, on that note, what's your favorite part of working in music education?
So I would say my favorite part is just being with kids all day and making joyful music with young people. I have this incredible privilege of teaching like you. This is our fifth year together. Okay, so I teach kids for as many as 7 years at a time, and watching them grow over time is just like the ultimate delight, not just musically, but also as people. I would say that's the best part. I would say that I'm super busy, you know, because I'm so involved with so many musical things, and I teach in 2 schools right now. But building relationships with teens and tweens makes it all worthwhile. So, yeah.
Now, did you come from a musical family?
That's a great question. I get asked this question a lot. And it's like a yes and no. I have a lot of siblings, and we didn't have a lot of money, like I said, growing up. So private lessons were difficult for my family. My parents weren't performing musicians, but there was like always music playing in my house. My dad has a record collection. We actually had a jukebox in my living room for his record collection. And MTV and VH1 was always on TV at my house. I don't even know if those exist anymore, but I'm a child of the 80s and the 90s, so that was our YouTube, I guess. One of my sisters, my next oldest sister, is actually a music teacher, just like me. She specializes in like early childhood music. God bless her. And she says the same about me working with teenagers. She's like, I could never. And I'm like, well, I love it. And it's great, hang out with little kids all day. I also have some other siblings who are lifelong musicians. One does community theater. She lives overseas, but she still does a lot of like theater, musicals. I have another sister who's like a singer-songwriter. I have a brother who's a percussionist, but yeah, just me and my next oldest sister are music teachers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, what music extracurriculars do you advise and or participate in?
So I think most people here know that I am the vocal director for the musical. I also do Sizzling Strings, which you did as a middle schooler. We just had our concert last night, actually. So Sizzling Strings I do with Mr. Davick, and then the musical I do with the whole director team, Miss Friesman, and etc. So yeah.
Is there a music event that you look forward to each and every year?
So probably the two things I just mentioned. Well, no, definitely the musical and also Strings Festival. Strings Festival happens every March. We had a record 614 students this year. It's a ton of logistical planning and a ton of music planning, but it's worth it every time.
Yeah, and I know I love it so much.
I know you do, and we're wearing our shirts. Look at us.
Now, as we begin to wrap up our show today, do you have anything that you would like to share with our viewers?
So you should know that all of us, not just me, but every music teacher you've ever had, our biggest goal is for you to be a lifelong lover of music, whatever that looks like to you. Maybe you sing in the shower. Maybe you're listening to your radio, cruising down the Beltline, and you're drumming on the steering wheel. Maybe you play or sing in a community group. I mean, I still play my violin in a community ensemble. Maybe you buy tickets to go see the next Broadway show coming to Overture. There's so many ways you can be a lifelong musician. A few people will go on in music like I did and go to college to be a music teacher or a music performer or both like I did. All of those are equally valid. Again, listening to the radio, becoming a famous performer, all of those are equal value in my eyes. I also just wanted to point out that studying music in high school is an academic study. It is a course of study just like math or ELA or something like that. In fact, ESSA legislation of 2015, that's the Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA, says that music is part of the core curriculum. It's not encore, it's not related arts, it is core curriculum. And I like to point that out to people whenever I can. Is music required past 6th grade? No, it's not, but it's just as valid as the foundation of a well-rounded education. And those are the words they use, well-rounded education. The benefits of studying music are very well researched, and they positively impact your cognition, your ability to socialize better, your emotional well-being, your intellectual skills. All of those things come from studying music in any capacity through high school. So that's my last kind of shameless plug for the importance of what we do here at Monona Grove High School and the importance of all music teachers everywhere you go.
Yeah, and it's so much fun. I look forward to it each and every day.
I look forward to it too. I mean, I get to make music with kids for 180 days a year. It's so much fun.
Now, Janet, thank you so much for joining us today on the Silver Edition. We really enjoyed having you here.
Thank you. It's so fun to be here. Thanks, everyone.
And if you would like to see more episodes of the Silver Edition, please visit us on Monona Community Media's YouTube page or download the Monona Go app by going to your smartphone's app store. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time.